What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Hank McCoy bringing you another video tutorial. In this video tutorial, I'm going to give you 5 cheats for Ableton. All right. And what's a cheat? A cheat is something that allows you to be creative and speed up your workflow. And you can just focus on creating and not so much on all the little minute things, right? So it gives you it'll free up some time and let you do what you want to do. But first, before I even get into that, I just want to let you know that I do have a video tutorial series that is not on YouTube. It's a 5-week course where I take you through every step that I use and every step that I go through as I construct and create beats. It's called MPC Magic. Basically, what I do in there is I show you my uses of my MPC, how I use Ableton, sometimes how I use them together, how I use them separate, how I use different plugins, how I find samples, how I resample, where I go to find an endless supply of samples, and on and on and on. It's 5 weeks of tutorials in my beat making process. And basically what you do is every week you'll get about between 3 and 5 videos that I've created already, and you'll get one of those for 5 weeks and you'll have access to it. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and click the link in the description. It'll take you over there. You can check it out. I did also create another video where it's like the first time making an Ableton beat, right? So I'll walk you through the steps. So if you need that video, you can click the link. I'll have it somewhere here for you. And I have a first time with the MPC. I have an MPC Touch that I use, but I have a video coming out very, very soon. First time making a beat on the MPC. So be sure to be sure to subscribe so you can get notifications of other videos like this. Let's go ahead and get in. So we already started. I got those drums already in there. All right, cool. They sound good. And this is from the Booney Tunes sample pack. All right, you can see it here. I'm sorry, that's not Booney Tunes. It's Boom Bap, the Boom Bap kit. So the first cheat that I want to give you is I want to actually show it to you, right? So let's just go ahead and pull up, and let's go over to machinemasters.com. This is the first cheat on the list. I'm going to go ahead and check it off. It is checked off. Boom, bam, number 1. So if you go over to Machine Masters right now, depending on when you're seeing this video, you can go and they have sample libraries. They have kits. They have break loops. They have trap loops. They have whatever you want. They have it here, and most of it is on sale. Now, I don't know how long this is going to last, but it seems like a lot of what they have has been put on sale, and I know I've been over here a few times. So, yeah, so really the loops help you as far as your beat making process. It just speeds it up. You don't have to go look for samples. You don't have to create loops. You don't have to do all that stuff. It's already done, and you can just plug and play, so to speak. So yeah, you want to go over here to machinemasters.com. I'm giving them a shout out. I have no affiliations with them at all. I just know that their products are amazing. So if you like production, you want to follow along with what I do, you definitely need to go ahead over there to Machine Master. So that is secret cheat number 1. Let's move on to the second one. All right. The second cheat I want to show you real quick is already loaded up here, and I'm going to delete it so I can show you what it is. These drums, let's listen. All right, they sound good. This is a drum loop. I didn't create it. I'm just using it. So within Ableton, you can use your drums or you can use your samples however you choose to use them. I have another software, a plugin that I use called Battery that I use for my drums as well. So let's say you don't want to use Battery, you don't feel like doing all that. You can just drop your drum loop in here like I did. This is a 5-bar loop. And then you can go to this section here where it reads drop clips or groove here. Right click in that area and then click on this Browse Groove Library. This is one of my favorite things about the MPC and about Ableton, not the MPC. I use them together so much, they're like brothers and sisters to me. And then what you do is we're looking to change the swing. Like I like these drums, but I want to add a different swing to them. So what I do is just go ahead down here to the MPC, and then I'm looking for a MPC 16 swing. The MPC is famous for its swing, and people know it all over the world. So I see MPC 16, I got 50, 55. This is the quantized strength. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll with the 60. Just drag it on down here to this clip, and then it's there. Now it's not active yet. It doesn't go active on these drums until on the drum section here, this clip, you go ahead down here to groove, and then you select it. All right, so now it's active. I'm going to bump the quantize up to about 71. Let's play it back. So that's with the MPC swing. This is without. So it gives it a different feel. You want to, again, we're taking these sounds and we're making them our own. All right, so that's number 2, how to add in an MPC swing to your Ableton beats. Trust me, it took me a while to figure this out, but once I did, I was like, damn, like this is amazing. And it really does spice up your beats. I got me some Gatorade, so let me take a sip real quick. All right, onward and upward. What's next? Let's see what I got. All right, cool. The next cheat that I'm going to show you that's going to speed up your workflow, and you're going to be sampling and doing your thing in seconds. Maybe not seconds, maybe more like minutes. It's a plugin that I just got put onto not too long ago. And that plugin is called, drumroll, Serato Sample. So you've probably been hearing about it. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I like this tool, and just recently added it to my arsenal. Basically, the way it works is you drop a sample in, and you can manipulate the hell out of that sample to do whatever you want. So I started off this video tutorial talking about Machine Masters and their kits. Let's go head over to one of their sample kits, and let's do some manipulation. All right, so let's see where I got my stuff. All right, so this is my boom bap. Not going to use that one. I'm going to use this Booney Tunes Volume 1. So let's see, we got this. All right, now I'm just auditioning or demoing the sample. So I've tried to use that sample before, and I couldn't really get much out of it. So let's try it again. So basically, you just drag and drop the sample over into Serato Sample. And then what you do is you click on this Find Samples. And then what it'll do is, as you see here, the went on and started chopping up the sample. Now, I can trigger that on and I'm using an MPD 226, all right? So I can trigger that using it. Go the other way, all right? And I'm going to actually show you my fingers as I'm doing it. So let's go ahead and scoot down here. So what I do normally is I audition, I like demo the drums. Go ahead and play the drums. I can do that. I can stop it. I can play it. I can record all from here. All right. And then I'll then demo the sample. I like that already. So let's roll with that. So I'm going to go ahead and arm my track and go ahead and pop that puppy in there. So I think I got enough bars to put it in there. And yeah, let's do that. So here we go. And when you know it, I messed up. It happens. I'm just undo record, and bada bing, bada boom. It's not out of there. Let me delete it. So I don't want to. All right, let's just play around, see what we come up with. Let's go. All right, so just let it play back. And literally, how long did that take? And I told you, I've tried to use this sample before. No mas, no dice. It didn't do anything. I couldn't get it to do anything. Maybe it was just me. But either way, Serato sample is hot. It's fire. Like Dylon, fire. No, who did it say? Who's hotter than Dylon? Anyway, so it's been a while since I've seen that. So anyway, you don't know what I'm talking about. Just go on YouTube. Serato sample is hot. Now let me tell you, there's more that I can do to this. Actually, I'm gonna show you one other tip. I'm gonna give you a bonus. All right, in Serato sample, if you select this, if you click on select all, it selects all the samples. Okay, then you can pitch it up or pitch it down. So let's it sound kind of light. Let's pitch it down. All right, cool. I like it. I'm gonna keep it, and I'm probably gonna send it over to my homeboy after this is over. Actually, I just saved that as my default. I don't want to do that, but it's all right. It's cool. It's cool. I'm going to save this as I'm gonna call this the Batman theme. All right, cool. Cool. And so like that's why I like it so much. Like it just makes it's a cheat code, right? It just makes everything, and it sync my BPMs, and it's synced to 93. It tells me the key, which is A major. I'm thinking that's what that is, A major. And it's just hot. And I can add even more sequences onto it. All right. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. So we got 3 plus a bonus. So the next cheat that I'm going to give to you is, all right, I want to show you something. Boom. And we can do it right in here. Let's say for the sake of argument, we didn't like this beat, right? We play it and we don't like it. I like it, right? But let's say sometimes you chop things up, and you like when you hear the sample, it's hot, but then you go to place it with your drums, it's not so hot. So one way that you can overcome that is to, and Serato sample makes it simple. You can do it in any sampler that you use, whatever you use, even if you use just straight Ableton to sample. And if you don't know how to do that, watch my other video on making my first Ableton beat. I'll show you how to do it. Go ahead and click the select all. And then what you want to do is click on this reverse button. All right. So we just reverse the sample. Now I'm going to play it. I don't know how it's going to sound. But normally, if you chop a sample one way and you can't get the vibe that you want, if you reverse it, you'll get a different vibe. So let's just play it back and see what comes out. That's kind of hot too. All right, so again, you reverse it. You don't have to play it the same way I played it. You might just play it completely different. You might be. and that's reverse, right? So what you did was you took a bunch of your old samples, or the samples that you weren't able to do anything with, and you just made them new. So that would be a cheat that I would add in here for you too. Usually we got a whole bunch of samples that we didn't chopped up. We got them sitting in a bucket somewhere. They're not doing anything. We don't feel like we can do anything with them. Pop them into Serato sample or some other DAW, and then put them things in reverse, and then see what you can cook up. Boom, cheat. Number four. Reverse them samples, son. All right, and then the last one is I'm gonna show you a tool that we can use, and Serato sample helped out again. Why? Because we know the key. We know this is an A major or A minor. That's fine. I'm gonna collapse these real quick, expand this one out. The last cheat before we are done is a plugin I like to use called Arcade. If you don't know about Arcade, check it out. Arcade is, you get it through, it's created by Output. You can get it through a monthly subscription. I think it's like $10 a month. To me, you make 2 beats, you sell one, it's already paid for itself, right? What I like about Arcade is that you get loops. If you're looking for drums, if you need whatever you need, they have something in there. So the way I use it is I match the key. All right, so where, let's say A major, A minor, I'm going to just go with an A major. All right, now that's usually light and airy, so or light. It has a light feel to it, so that's fine. I'm going to look at some of these loops here, and I'm not sure what I want right now. It's kind of dark, so maybe I go for something that is a little lighter, maybe like a guitar. I could put a bass line in here. I could do a whole bunch of stuff. So let's just sample something and see, or demo it. No, I don't think that's the vibe we want. All right, that's kind of different. So let's try it. So you just click it, and then you can drag it where you want, and then trigger it with your pad. All right, so I'm gonna drop it here. All right, so you can kind of see it comes in a little slow. So, and then you can click this edit button, and then you can edit this. So maybe you want it to come in faster. Maybe you don't want. Right? So you just demo it. All right, so it doesn't fit. So I don't force things. If it doesn't fit, I'll look for something else. But you kind of get the idea. Let's see. Since this is so light, this beat is already like, it's already kind of like husky. That's so low right there, that bass. All right, rubber dub, bass. Let's try that one. So even if I think this is too light, right? Like it's too happy sounding, I can use this and drop it down. This tune, so I see it's a +4. I can drop it down. So let's just play it. And the thing about your bass too, you got to be careful, is because depending on the speakers that you have, like if you're in your car and you're listening to this, the speaker is going to be able to pick out all those low end sounds. Whereas like computer speakers that I'm on, they're not really going to be able to pick that up. So that's why you're not hearing it. But not hearing it can be good too, because that tells you that it syncs, like it's in there. You can feel it. Now I could go back in and I could do some EQing, I could do some other things to enhance the sound. I could turn the volume up on it. But maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I just want to, I just want to get it a nice warm bass. And that's what I'm going to add here. And we're going to go ahead and move forward. So I'll go ahead and add it in. I'm going to just let it loop. And I can solo it, so I can just hear that. Just so low. It's all right though. If I want to turn it up, I can. It's just warm. All those low ends. You're just not going to hear it. And that's all right. It just gives the beat that warm bottom at the end. That's it. All right, and those are my 5 cheats with Ableton. So, just want to recap. I'll give you all 5 all over again. So let me look at my list here. So number 1, I told you to go to Machine Masters and get the kit. If you like this sample here, the Machine Masters got it. Okay, it's over in there. It's in their it's not boom bap. What's the it's the where is it? It's the Batman theme. It's through their Booney Loops Volume 1 series. All right, so Machine Masters kit. Soretto sample, definitely get it. They have a 30-day trial. Check it out, see if you like it. I love it. So that's number 2. Number 3, reverse your samples. All right, if you try to sequence one way and you don't like it, maybe you reverse it for the second, the second time around. Get a bunch of those old samples that you're not doing anything with, that you could never flip or do anything with them. Bring them in, put them in Soretto sample or whatever device you use, MPC, whatever you're using. Reverse it and then see what you can pull out of it. All right. So that is number 3. Yeah, number 3. Number 4, we added the MPC swing. All right, again, you want to put that on your drums. You can put it on your samples too. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, be creative, right? All of this is about being creative. And then number 5 is adding in arcade. You just saw it didn't take me but a minute or so to find a sample or sound and then put it into arcade, and then it matches the beat effortlessly. So arcade is it's a library of sounds. Whether you need synths, trap sounds, drums, the transient sound, whatever you're looking for, they have it. And you can combine sounds and make your own samples. You can chop those up and do whatever you want to do to them as well. So you have a lot of weapons at your fingertips. All right. So these are 5 cheat codes or 5 cheats with Ableton. And again, if you want to see my workflow from beginning to end, I have a 5-week program which is completely online. You can watch it and do it at your own pace. It's called MPC Magic. I use the MPC, I use Ableton, and I use all my tools, all the DAWs that I use, all my plugins. You'll get to go shopping with me as I go get samples, and you'll see my entire process. I'll literally hold your hand and tell you, okay, I did this. This is the reason why I did that. I did that. This is the reason why I did that. And these are the effects that you get. And I deal with all of that. I deal with all those issues. If you're new to making beats, and if you're new to making music, I'll walk you through the process and make it easy, right? So I'll make it easy. Flip any sample you got, just about almost any sample. And you just kind of see the flow in the creative process. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe, so when I put out new content, you will be notified. All right. If you need anything from me, definitely holler at me. It's your boy Hank McCoy. Until the next time. Peace.